I gotta get up all my documents.
Yeah,
my
all my
documents.
documents are...
All my
Here they
documents.
are, actually. I do still have them.
I can't remember a single thing that we have done or talked about.
Oh my god. This is now because we're so behind, which, before anybody gets the wrong idea, is entirely my fault. I've just been lifed to death.
Lifed to death. That's a good movie.
So much life has happened that it got in the way of my stupid little podcast. And how dare they?
I feel like there must have been a bunch of major life updates since we...
There were.
Yeah, I got a watch.
You got a smartwatch.
I got
That's
a smartwatch.
The primary one, I think.
It's really big in my life. I've worked out
Yeah.
every day for the past 3-4
Robin's
weeks.
been running
4 miles a day. Occasionally I do a 5 mile. And then I get home.
That's crazy. Do you know that that's crazy?
Shit. It's fun. It's crazy for me because I'm the world's most unfit guy. But I have zombies run. So zombies chase me and they motivate me to run faster.
It's cool.
Love that shit. Yeah, it's good. I have it's fun. Okay, if we talk about... So it's you opened the reason why we haven't made an episode in a second is because of you. If I talk about all the stuff I've been doing in a month, it's going to make me sound like I've been going through the crisis because I have my self-care app that lets me look after a baby bird, and I've been doing that every day for the past 3 weeks. I have a smartwatch because I've started exercising a bunch.
Yeah. Those are healthy things, Robin. I've been in Crash Outland. So, I think those are things that we mention on the podcast because hee hee hoo hoo. But do we want to talk about the fact that of why I haven't been available? Probably not.
That's a secret. That's a secret just for us.
That's a treat just for the old Dillin Robin duo. You don't get to know anything about all of that.
So we could sandwich this intro mood with the things I've been doing, and then the very sad things you've been doing, and then I can come in with a very light. I have a smartwatch now, as we've said. I also have found out that it takes me 1,000 steps to masturbate because Sometimes because you had a 300.
First of all,
you
had a 300 one.
I had a 300 performance. Most of the time, it's around 1,000.
I'm not casting judgment here. I just want people to know that you have range. You have.
I do. I have a
range.
700 step range.
Yeah.
It depends on what I'm doing. Because sometimes if I'm if I'm reading, I can go up to 2,000. But if my average is 1. If I'm reading, because I have to stop to write, think of fun things to write.
Mid masturbation?
Yeah.
You stop to write. You get struck by creative ideas and stop.
I write porn.
Wank. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but no, that's it. I'm just such a good writer that I write and then I'm I have to joke it right now. No, I'm not sexting. I'm writing. I'm a literary genius.
You're penning your overseas lover in the trenches. You're writing.
Yeah. I'm people are gonna in 100 years are gonna start reading the letters that I've been sending them, and they're gonna be like, wow, this guy was really into farts.
Yeah,
that is a joke that
it's
won't
a great
land.
Reference.
Thank you very much.
It's a great reference.
The only way that would land is if you understood what I was talking about.
Yeah. Oh
Who
my god,
was
what
that?
a freak! The farts guy. Hold on a second.
The farts guy, big farts guy. Guy who wrote horny letters or horny letters about farts. James Joyce. James Joyce.
James Joyce. Oh, what a guy.
Yeah. That guy wrote a lot about horny farts.
He just
It's
wanted that woman to fart so
so
often and
bad.
all day. And you know what? He knew what he wanted, and she was game. And bless him.
And you know what? That's fucking love right there.
That's love right
That's
there.
real love.
She said, yes, I am good with that. I'm good with that. I'm
good
in.
with that. Let's go fucking sicko mode. Sick. Hey, Dillin, what the fuck are we doing here?
Believe it or not, this is Dorkspawn, a video game book club podcast. I have played 2 Mass Effect games.
And I have played the Mass Effect franchise 100 million times. My name is Robin. As Dillin said, this is Dorkspawn. At the minute, we're playing Mass Effect 3. This week, we played Priority the Citadel 3, Priority Thessia, Priority Horizon. And now, here we are.
And here we are.
We had an interesting meeting yesterday where I said, I'm excited to record because these missions fuck hard. And you said, well,
and you're not all wrong, was the follow-up to that.
Yeah, sure.
So first of all, Robin, here's a thing. Priority Citadel 3?
Is a conversation.
What conversation? I clearly did it, but I don't... there's nothing that indicated that that's what it was.
You meet
I have
with
no
the
idea what
Asari
the
counselor. You meet with the Asari counselor. The Asari counselor tells you a clue about the whereabouts of the catalyst and things about the catalyst. We are going into the third act.
Oh my god! Okay.
We need to build the crucible and figure out what the catalyst is. The catalyst is the final piece of the puzzle. The Protheans, genuinely the Protheans made this. This isn't a Prothean and it turned out to be Reapers. Protheans actually built the catalyst in the crucible. But we don't know what the catalyst is, and we're trying to find out. We go there. We speak to her. This is very fun. I actually have I have to have a new notebook because I think I left my notebook in Brooklyn.
It's in my closet. Yeah.
Yep, cool. So
it was
some of my notes are on there.
It was left on the cuck chair.
As it should be.
As it should be.
As it should be, penning its dirty fart-based thoughts.
Yeah.
That's the last time we're making
If I looked at that thing, is there porn in there?
No. Unless you count rigorous Mass Effect 3 notes to be porn.
Well,
no.
Maybe.
Well, because the thing is that I was excited about is my last journal is entirely Dragon Age. It's 100% Dragon Age, toe to tip. That was gonna be entirely Mass Effect toe to tip, but RIP in pieces. I left it in Brooklyn, so most of my notes are on this notebook here. But these notes start at Priority Thessia, so I can't necessarily remember how we get from Meet the Asari Counselor to Thessia. However,
I'll
I think
tell you what. I just went to Thessia because I clearly had that conversation. It was brief. It was so brief. I didn't even realize that I had triggered it or whatever, and there's no indication in my log that I did it, but clearly I did because Priority Thessia came up. I just went to Thessia, which is the Asari homeworld.
Yeah. Thessia, before Dillin hops on and says they're going to disagree with me about something, is a fucking cool mission. Great mission, great planet. I brought along... obviously, Liara, because I think you have to, but I also brought Javik. Javik is
also bring Javik.
Integral to this mission that it feels crazy that he is a optional DLC character and isn't a have-to take along for this mission.
No, he's crucial. I'm so glad it was a last-minute decision of mine to bring him instead of Garrus, because Garrus is obviously like my go-to most of the time.
Yep.
I'm so glad that I brought him.
Yeah. It's really cool. So we land. Thessia is being fully stormed by Reapers.
Yes, they're being attacked actively. There's a general, like, that we have to find. We help them to, like, beat back, waves and waves, of Reaper enemies that are coming in. They are, like, already seemingly on the back foot, and when we ask for help, we're like, we need to get in. They're like, Shepherd, we've been waiting for you. Thank God you're here. We're like, we need to get inside this temple to get the catalyst, or to, like, learn about the catalyst. Without it, we're never going to end this war. And the general at first is like, absolutely not. You're Shepherd. You should help us, like, win this
you should
battle.
be leading these people.
And you have to be like, no, like, if we stay and help you here, we don't get closer to the catalyst, and this is all for nothing anyway.
Yeah.
So you wind up going further in. You help them a little bit. Like, you help them, like, kind of reinforce the barriers, but then you go ahead. They're still being attacked. You go and, like, kind of fight your way through wave and wave in through this enemy. And then I don't know if this is, like, something that I maybe did wrong or didn't do good enough. It might be the same all the time. I don't know. But you are overhearing, like, the Asari,
the panics and the losses.
And the losses, including at one point the general that just let you through.
Mm-hmm.
At the very end, as you're getting in, she bites it.
I believe that's all the time, everyone.
Yeah, I didn't see any indicator that it was, like,
anything else.
Yeah.
Because as you're going in and fighting through all of these guys, these Reapers and Cerberus as well.
And
it's
Cerberus,
a fun mix
of course.
of them. You off in the distance are watching Reapers land on Thessia and annihilate skyscrapers in seconds, and you're hearing the panicked screams of most of the Asari. Javik is making a bunch of weirdly moral quips about things, about how this is what happens. Like, this is what happens when you're slow. This is what happens to morally superior races. Liara is like, hey, shut the fuck up. These are my people who are dying. You get to this temple and you find a bunch of scientists. How weird, how fun. There's a bunch of scientists in the temple. And Liara's like, well, this isn't like a temple. This is what used to be a temple, but is like a pretty major headquarters for scientists and things like that. You find all these scientists with their throats slit, and then you find, through a little puzzle of, like, turning on some beacons and some things.
Oh, so this is interesting, actually. Before I triggered the puzzle, I went and looked at every single artifact first.
Oh, sure.
And got the background from Liara on every artifact, a little history lesson. And then I triggered the puzzle where it was like, oh, this beacon is hiding, like, a secret connection to these artifacts. We need to find all of the ones that have a connection here, and that's going to unlock what we need. And so in the process of going through and talking about these artifacts 2 times, essentially, we get this history where, like, a lot of these old godhead figures in the Asari theology look like Protheans. And Javik is kind of, like, needling at her through this, like, strange that they look like us, huh? Weird that was the connection, huh? That kind of thing. To reveal that, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but that, like, the Protheans were kind of influential in early Asari, like, development in a way where the Asari did view them as gods. And Javik then says at one point, like, we believed in you.
Yeah.
Like we had high hopes for you.
It's the same to what the Solarians did to the Krogan, which is give them spaceflight and uplift them, in quotation marks, thousands of years before they were supposed to. Jarvik said that the Protheans did that to the Asari, is lift them up way before that they were supposed to find it like naturally and on their own. And Liara has a fucking freak out about this.
Yeah, she freaks out.
Being like, oh, so
Understandably, I think.
we actually aren't we aren't all these things that I thought we were. We just kind of got a cheat code and then we did the cheat code. Also, it turns out that the thing that in this temple, which is going to help with the finding out about the catalyst, is a Prothean beacon that the
Right.
Asari leaders have hidden for like literally since like this Prothean beacon is what gave the Asari all this
Right.
ability, and Liara, someone who's been studying Prothean artifacts their whole life, she's never seen a Prothean beacon before. Her mother, matriarch Benezia, knew that there was a Prothean beacon and knew all this information about the Protheans and the Asari. And Liara has this whole thing of, oh, she must have thought I was such an idiot because she knew that we had a Prothean beacon. I spent like 100 or odd years trying to find a Prothean beacon or any basic Prothean artifact, and we had them all along. We were hoarding them away, and that's what made us so powerful in the galaxy. And you know, she was like, I should have known this. I should have been privy to it. I'm one of the highest like leading members of the Asari, and I didn't even know that this existed. It's a cool conversation.
It is
between
cool. It's
her
very
and,
cool.
Jarvik. I think it's really fun.
Totally agree. That part is very cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot. I think like this is a thing where this is not unique to Mass Effect. I think Dragon Age does this all the time where like we're viewing like a million of these artifacts and we're getting these backstory, and a lot of them like don't really have much, and then the ones that do are really, really interesting, but I would love to hear like maybe a little bit more. I know that the puzzle of it means that they're going to include ones that aren't as important, but like I just kind of wanted I
just
wanted
give us a
more,
little bit more.
But that's a minor, very, very minor thing, and that's something that's just kind of unique, not unique to this game. That's sort of just a thing that happens.
Yeah. We have,
then,
however, hit the part of the creation of Mass Effect 3 where we are now on a budget. We can feel it a little bit.
I was just going to say we can feel it a little bit, but I have to take off my sweater because I can feel this a little bit. I'm sweating. Holy shit. So I just cannot hear you for a moment.
I was really hoping there'd be a cool reveal, but no, it's just a black tank top. For those wondering, it's a black tank top. I was kind of hoping it would be a fun t-shirt or something, but no.
No. Black tank top.
It's good.
So, okay. So then we find all the connections. We like accelerate or activate the beacon, I should say. The beacon lights up. We can go and trigger it and activate it. And who fucking shows up?
Who fucking turns up?
In person, mind you.
Kai Lang? We've seen Kai Lang before. He was in person in the Citadel too when he tried to kill us.
Oh, yeah, I know, but I don't mean him. I mean the Elusive Man.
The Elusive Man isn't there in person.
Oh, he is still a hologram? Is he a hologram?
Yeah, Kai Lang has
he's walking.
He has a little, like, a drone hologram that is, like, moving around with him.
Oh, because he looks weirdly corporeal in this scene. Whatever. Anyway, the Elusive Man shows up.
Man turns up.
Gives an annoying ass speech.
He reveals that he also wants to destroy the Reapers, of course.
Sure.
But he wants to control them.
Yeah, which
he doesn't want to destroy
well.
them outright. He wants to. He believes / knows without a doubt that the catalyst / crucible can be used to fully like integrate themselves into the minds of the Reapers. Also stating, as does the Protean Beacon, that there is something else controlling the Reapers. There is something beyond the blackness of space that is telling the Reapers to do this. What the thing is, we don't know. But it's
he
like,
thinks
this
that
is,
he can be it.
he thinks he can control them. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now,
then you have a fight.
well, before you have a fight, you have
Before you have a fight.
because Kai Lang also shows up, and Kai Lang is like, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
He's very cartoon villain. And then, but before that, the elusive man is like, come on, like you could be a part of this, and is like trying to convince Shepard that this is a good idea and that this is what makes the most sense. And I had, dialogue-wise, I had every possible option available to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the ability to try to reason with him.
Yeah.
And I did try. So I did, like, offer that, like, we should work together, not to do this, but against the Reapers.
Mm-hmm.
He flat out doesn't accept that at all. And then Kai Lang is like, all right, it's time to fight to the death. And then Kai Lang is untouchable. He's the craziest thing I've ever seen. He does not, he just puts up a shield.
And then you have to
3 seconds.
And then you have to hide behind the gun for the gunship's big explosions. The fight does kind of suck. It's not.
Well, it's not really a fight. You can't hit him, and he redoes his shield every like 14 seconds.
Yeah.
And then he blows up the floor, and you fall in. He like gives the order to like target your companions. He's a real dick, this guy.
He's
and then you fall
blowhard.
partially down like a collapsed cavern, and you hang on to the side of the wall and barely climb up and like go out and shoot him like as he's flying away and getting away. This now, to my understanding, there is a way to walk out of this with the catalyst. I did not get it.
I don't know if that's true. I don't think it is.
I looked it up at one point, and because I was so like, holy shit. Because what happens after that is he flies away. You don't defeat him. And the Asari homeworld is destroyed. That part I saw is always going to happen, no matter what. The Asari homeworld is destroyed. Everybody kind of perishes. Reapers land, and it's super epic and devastating.
Yeah.
But apparently there is a way for you to still walk out of that with the catalyst, or with the information on where the catalyst is, I mean.
Sure.
And I did not get it.
No, I didn't either. I didn't, to the point where I didn't think that I didn't think that was an option.
Yeah, apparently it is, and I didn't go far enough in the wiki to figure out how, because I didn't want to spoil myself potentially for like future things, but I did see that is a possibility.
Oh.
But truly devastating. The weirdness of this mission to me is mostly that the introduction of Kai Lang as a major villain is very late and
it is
weird.
It
and
is.
Like a little abrupt, and it's sort of like, oh, like I have to fight the Reapers. I have to, I guess, fight you guys now too. Like this just feels like, it feels like additional content kind of thing. It feels like a like a side quest almost,
it
instead
does.
of like on the trajectory of the plot we've been on.
I understand why it's happening though, because we need to defeat Cerberus. That's a big major plot.
Yeah.
But the elusive man isn't someone that we're going to be fighting. So I think they wanted to give because he's not a fighter. I think they wanted to give us
Right. We would kill
This
the
is
elusive man in seconds.
Yeah, he's literally a guy. But I think they wanted to give us this is someone who you can have several boss fights with, and they'll keep getting one over on you.
Yeah.
So they brought in this character, which is from the book, so you can assume that this was kind of always the plan. But this is also a big major thing for a lot of people. Not a lot of people like Kai Lang because he is just kind of a guy who is really special and gets basically no introduction and no conversation, and then you just fight a bunch.
Right. Like, I think it's cool. Well, the thing is, you know what I was thinking? Like, okay, if he's a treat for people who read the book, then either you expand his story in the game and give the people playing the game a way to get to know him, and you give the book lovers new info about him.
Yeah.
Or you keep him as sort of like a cameo treat that's sort of like, here's this character that he's here.
Yeah, whoa.
But it's sort of like they're like, here, we expect that you know everything you need to know about this guy, and so he's just gonna sort of be the worst villain you've faced in the entire game, including a Reaper.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is just how it's gonna be. So deal with it.
Yeah. No, you are right. And it's a thing which just does kind of suck. I think I've hardened to it because I kind of know that Kai Lang is just kind of a guy.
Yeah, he's just kind of a guy.
He's kind of a he's a fucking
after
guy.
I went back to the ship after this whole mess happened, one, I had a note from Kai Lang that was like, "Oh, good, you're reading
idiot.
these. LOL, you suck.
You fucking loser."
XOXO, gossip girl. Crazy stupid message from Kai Lang. Don't like him. And I also got, what I thought was interesting was I got a lot, interesting and good. I got a lot more dialogue and communication from the rest of the ship about the loss at Thessia. People were really talking about it, including Garrus. There's a really great romantic moment with Garrus where he comforts you about the loss. And it reassures you that he's there for you. Really, really beautiful. So definitely some really great post arc stuff. And then you talk to Anderson, you're kind of like, I'm sorry, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I think it's either Anderson or I forget who tells you about Horizon as the option, the next possible option that we could find the information we need about the catalyst.
Yeah.
There, and that the implication is that we sort of have to now beat Cerberus to it,
to the point where
they're after it.
Shepard Albert says, before we kill the Reapers, we have to kill Cerberus. We have to destroy this whole thing, which is exciting. These are people who are have been relevant since 1 and the entire plot of 2, and now Shepard is like, we need to put the Reapers on hold for 2 seconds, and we got to kill them. We got to destroy all of them and kill the elusive man.
Do you want to know who made a snarky ass comment?
Who?
Guess.
Who made a snarky ass comment?
Yeah.
About fighting Cerberus?
About having to kill Cerberus?
Oh, is it
Who
Kaiden?
has been... Yeah. Kaiden? About having to kill Cerberus? Every single time. It's like, I'm sorry, what do I have to do? Do I have to self-flagellate in front of you? to show you that I'm sorry that I worked for
Stupid.
Cerberus that one time.
Yeah, I'm sorry that Cerberus rebuilt me out of goop.
Yeah, made me in a lab, and then I had no choice. Jesus,
It didn't have to happen if you did your job. So
come on,
if you saved
Kaden.
me, if you saved me from being goop.
Speaking of doing your job, Joker has the worst, most heartbreaking conversation with me.
Is this the one where he gets angry because Anderson told him to look after you? Because I have written that down.
So what happens is he's making jokes a little too soon about the Asari homeworld.
Yeah.
And you yell at him and you're like, hey, too fucking soon. Like, keep it together. And he's like, well, come on. Like, what am I going to do? Like, he keeps making jokes. And then you're like, what's with you? And he's like, what's with me? And then he gets mad and he's like, you have not taken a break in years. You have worked so hard for years. I have to try to make you laugh. I have to make sure that you're okay. Because otherwise, this is going to fall apart. And he references the past as if he failed in Mass Effect 1. I'm not crying. My voice is leaving the building.
But Dylan's also hard crying. I need all the audio listeners to know
I'm
that
not
there's
hard
tears streaming from their face. They're heartbroken.
You would know I have an ugly, snorty cry. You would know, audio listeners. You would hear it, I promise. And if you would like to, please listen to the Veilguard episodes of Dorkspawn in our... and you will hear what that sounds like. So he's freaking out and he's like, this is why I'm trying to lighten the mood, is because you are not well. You are working too hard, and I need to make sure that you don't. Deeply upsetting conversation.
Deeply upsetting. In this one, he says he does all this, and then he says, Captain Anderson told me to look after you, and how am I supposed to look after like Commander Shepard? How does that work? And then he talks about how he feels responsible for you dying in Mass Effect 2, because he says, if I was better at flying the ship, or if I didn't, if I just left my post instead of trying to save something that can't be saved, like, you would still be alive if I was a little faster and not broken and all this stuff. And it's like, my boy, it's not your fault that I died. I got hit with a super laser. It's fine. People get hit by super laser sometimes.
Sometimes super laser kills you.
Sometimes super laser kill bad. It sucks getting hit by super laser. And then I just wrote in Shepard is angry in all caps, and then kills Cerberus, because that is kind of what
because Shepard has a big little speech that's like, I don't care, gang. We're gonna go kill them.
We need to find out where they are, and we need to fucking kill them.
And Shepard in that speech, I think, is like already aware that Horizon is the place.
Horizon is a place where they can find out where the Cerberus base is.
Right.
Yeah. If you walk into Jarvik's room, you see Jarvik and Liara screaming at each other.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
Which I think is fucking cool as shit. Liara is the most broken someone can be, lost her homeworld, and also found out that her super smart people are actually not super smart because the Protheans lifted them up, and everything in her 200-year-old life is a lie, is just having an awful time. And Jarvik is also yelling at her, saying this is the realities of what we're dealing with right now. It's cool. It's a good conversation. I then went to Garrus and talked to Garrus, and having the best friendship with Garrus is so fucking peak in this game, because he talks about how he's like, I wanted to be the leader. When, I joined this ship, I wanted to be in charge, but I saw you, and you are making the most difficult decisions and then standing up and just continuing to keep moving and do what's best for people. I couldn't do that. I believe in you so much. and I'm so glad that I'm going to die doing this with you and on your ship and all this. And it's like, you're my best friend in the whole world. I love you so
Best
deeply.
friend.
He's the coolest guy ever. Really good ship conversations around here.
Yeah, I
this
agreed.
is not a game writing thing. This is an old game thing that I think is really funny. If you enter Liara's room, Liara's giant wall of computers faces you constantly. So if you have your character model just kind of spin around, the computer monitors just kind of spin 360 in place because they're always supposed to be facing you. That's the most fun thing ever. I just do that occasionally.
I gotta try that.
If I just need to cool off, I go into Liara's room and just kind of spin in a circle, and then her PCs just go crazy.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
I gave my next interview with our influencer.
Yes. How did that go with you? Did I tell you that I slept with her? That was
You
last
did.
time, right?
Yeah,
I
you
did.
did.
Yeah, okay, good.
You did. You
Yeah.
dog.
You dirty dog.
You dirty dog. Yeah. No. I did give the interview, and it was like mostly, well, it was kind of like more about justifying the decision to have the Geth join us.
Oh, sure.
And it went well, you know?
Cool.
I think
Yeah,
it
cool.
seemed to go well.
No, that's good. That's cool. And then after this, we have Horizon.
Horizon.
We zoom over to Horizon.
Zoom.
As we're zooming, who happens to contact us? It's Miranda. This is a crazy conclusion to her storyline. We have met her 3 times throughout the course of the game, and she's like, I can't tell you what I'm doing.
No.
I just am doing stuff, and you have to believe me.
And you have to give me access to super top secret government information, please.
And we just keep popping in and just talking to her. Horizon is a Cerberus base. And as you're walking around, you look at security footage and you're like, oh shit, that's fucking Miranda knocking around. Oh, wild. Turns out Miranda's sister is here and has been captured by Miranda's father, who is also here and is now fully working for Cerberus, is like bankrolling Cerberus. Yep. They are experimenting on people and turning them into husks. They are fully doing Reaper's work for them. They're trying to like perfect some form of thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, there we go. That's what they're doing. They're trying to figure out how indoctrination works so that they can do it.
They can recreate it.
They can recreate it and do it.
Good guys, those Cerberus.
Good guys, the good guys. Oh shit, I can't remember what I was just about to say. I like this mission.
This one
I think
like
the vibes are fun.
A bit better. Yeah, the vibes here are good.
Yeah. I like seeing Cerberus and all their weird little messed up little experiments. Kylane was here, but is no longer because we tracked him to here.
And
then our goal is
because that's how we get the location.
To track him from here, because we're like, well, he's going to go back to the Elusive Man at some point, so we're just going to keep tracking him until we get a place that we don't know. Then you get the end.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you go.
No, I'm
skipping around. I think
that's okay. I was just about to say, we're following through. We're finding out all about this indoctrination stuff.
Yeah.
What they're doing. Fun fact. I believe this is a fun fact for this section. If you if Jack wasn't loyal to you and didn't die in Mass Effect 2, she turns up in this mission as I think it's as a phantom, as one of the indoctrinated Reaper like controlled creatures. She turns up here as a phantom, and she's not a boss. She is a regular phantom enemy type that you have to kill. But she has a name that says Jack, and as you kill her, Shepard goes, "Oh my god, I think that was Jack," and it pisses me off every time. It is not looked upon. She is just a throwaway dead body enemy type. It's stupid and sucks, and I hate it. However,
I might not even have noticed it.
I wouldn't have. I only know it because I was like, I wonder what happened to all my favorite characters whilst I was like looking over things.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, I do not recall that happening. I'm sure it did.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it did, but Jack died in Mass Effect 2 for you, so she wouldn't be here. It's if she survives but isn't loyal to you. If she survives but isn't loyal to you.
But isn't loyal. Okay. Got it.
There is also a bit with fucking Paul Grayson. Who? Oh my God, Paul Grayson. Why do we know you? He is another. Paul Grayson is the father of David Grayson, who is the autistic character in 2, who we save from being tortured. Paul Grayson is here. In this little area, and is so stupid, hyper evil. I don't think he's fully here, but there is like logs of him and
in the
Henry
system.
Lawson talking to each other.
Yeah.
Which is pretty fun. Then we get to Henry Lawson, who's Miranda's dad.
Yes.
Miranda then confronts him, and there is not really a little fight. He grabs his Miranda's sister Oriana and like puts a gun to like
her.
He's like pointing a gun at everyone and is like, "I'm gonna get out of here." And then you can be like, "Hey, we can just talk about it." But pretty much there is a lot of different ways that this is going to end. Most of the ways is Miranda killing her dad, finally killing her dad, doing what she has set out to do throughout all of Mass Effect 2, is save her sister, kill her dad.
Yep. I did try to talk to him.
Yep.
I chose the option to. And Miranda was like, phew, never mind.
Yeah.
So.
There are a billion different ways this can end. Miranda can die in a lot of different ways. Miranda can die in this mission. Oriana can die by killing herself and her father at the same time.
Whoa.
Everyone can die. Nobody can die. There's lots of different ways that this can run out. It's a fun, like, kind of one of our final big things.
This was
big,
interesting.
Like, random situation. Yeah.
Yeah. We also then like kind of tell Miranda like, hey, this Kai Lang guy.
Yeah. You
wanna watch out because he's trying to kill all of us, and maybe you also. And yeah, this was interesting. I thought, I felt, like I said, in the Thessia mission, like we had a great mission. We had an interesting, like bit of lore dumping. The Kai Lang thing just feels like they're throwing a like
random
huge random character in as a major villain, like so late in the third act of this story. Because this is now what I was framing it as is this isn't just the third act of this particular game. This is the third act. This is the third act of the third act. This is the last scene of the third act, essentially, of this story overall, considering that this is one plot line, one continuous plot line from Mass Effect 1 to 3. So we've been building towards a particular plot line this whole time, and then Kai Lang kind of is just like plopped in our laps. However, I do like how we kind of get to handle that in Horizon, seeing them, like, catching the glimpses of them learning what they're trying to do, like catching the glimpses of them on, like, the comms and
Yeah.
on the surveillance and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And then having the opportunity to let Miranda know that they are a threat, and, like, knowing what Miranda is like, you're just sort of like, she might just help take care of this.
She does a fun line where when you meet up with her and you're like, hey, yeah, Kai Lang we're trying to get. And she's like, oh, he's still alive? What the hell? It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. He keeps evading it. She's like, damn, all right. I thought he died ages ago. Which is fun. So Miranda finally gets revenge. Kills her dad.
Yep.
It's a cool bit. Really liked this
It
mission.
is. Yeah,
Really liked
I
this
did
mission.
like this one a lot.
And then, because of the help of Miranda, we are able to trace Kai Lang all the way to the Elusive Man. Also, because Miranda pretty much knows the way to the Elusive Man also, because she has been there several times.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, yep, it's that one right there. That's how you get to him, and that's
Almost
where
like
he
we
is.
didn't need Kai Lang for that.
Almost like we didn't
connection.
need Kai Lang. It's one of the weird things where it's like, why don't we just ask Miranda, like, hey, you've been here, right? But I guess it might be a thing of like, oh, you know what? This doesn't even make sense with what I'm about to say. Of like, oh, well, she didn't actually know the way to it. She was always like driven there by other people. But Miranda is Cerberus's golden child. Obviously, she would know the way to the Elusive Man.
She was the one defending them all through too.
Yeah. Anyway, I then got back, and a thing which I got, which was fun, is that Tally is super drunk in the bar, all alone.
Oh,
and
I'm
is
so sad.
I know,
Yeah.
and she's bitching about Miranda, the whole time about how she's a pretty perfect princess, and she's so beautiful and a big cheerleader, and she is she's sad about Tally is sad about her own dad, because Tally had to kill her dad, and then Miranda's dad was hyper evil, and Tally was like, and she has this whole bitching session about Miranda, and then it's like, but she's so strong and beautiful and charming, and she's able to do all these things, and you know, and even with all that, Miranda's dad still like sucks really hard, and my dad like loved me deeply, and I'm none of these things. And it's a sad little conversation with Tally, but it's cute. She's all drunk.
Yeah,
talking about
cute.
how alcohol is fun. And she's like, I don't know if alcohol is working, but is like slurring her words and is super drunk all alone. It is very fun. However, with that, Shepard and team now have an X marks the spot on Cerberus, and is going to go into the final confrontation with Cerberus, and spoilers, the entire finale of the game. If you start the Cerberus mission, you get locked off from every single other quest, and you have to go to the end of the game. So,
got it.
That's not what we're doing, baby. Next week, we're going to do the Leviathan DLC.
Yay!
This is zones that I have never experienced. I do not know the
two,
Leviathan.
Right?
The next 2 weeks, I have not done anything with them. I don't know anything about the Leviathan DLC. I know a little bit. I don't know anything about the Shore Leave DLC, which is Leviathan, Shore Leave, and then we have a spare week to do everything else, and then we're gonna do the Cerberus mission, and then we're gonna go.
End.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, good.
Yeah. So how do you feel about Mass Effect 3? I'm gonna warn you right now. We're already in the thick of it. This is when the writing gets weird. This is when things are closing in.
This is where
you can feel the threads begin to tear.
Yeah, I just feel like, okay, I very early into this feeling, I still have a lot of hope for it. I still am enjoying it. But I can feel them losing the momentum on the plot that I feel like they've worked so hard for. Like I felt that Kai Lang thing in particular just was one thing that it took me out of the story a little bit because I was like, really? We got a new guy? We got a new major villain and one who's like tougher to fight than the Reaper has been? Like that, like after like 3 whole games of the Reapers being the thing that's going to destroy the universe.
Yeah.
Seems like this guy could destroy the universe. This guy could just
Yeah,
fucking end
I
everybody.
could have. I know that he does a cool, like, a big cool assassination in the Citadel too. Like, that's a big Kylen is cool kind of
Sure,
sitch. But
right.
I could have also had him die then, and this whole bit be like random Cerberus grunts jumping us. Like, that would have done it for me.
Or even
and-
him being like a really high lackey, but not being like kind of invulnerable, like he's the next main villain. Like,
yeah.
even him like getting away and being like a thing that's in our way, that I get. But he's being presented to me like he is like the main villain of the story.
Yeah, and this
Suddenly,
is a big.
and that feels like
This is a big, like,
feels like a
Corypheus
disservice.
style, like, showdown. One of the things where it's like,
Yeah.
you can't beat him yet. One of those things.
Yeah.
And it's like,
But I was like, but you're
I
not
can
the...
beat him. Because
Yeah.
what was crazy is even combat-wise, if we're talking, like, raw mechanics, I got him to... So he has a phase where you fight him one-on-one. You get his shield low enough, he then recharges his shield by, like, boosting this big shield in front of him, and then a warship flies in and then guns everyone down. You have to hide. The thing is that, like, this gunship is giving Kylen enough covering fire that Kylen can fully recharge all of his shields. He would recharge his shields. The gunship would fly away. I would zoop in, hit, like, shoulder barge him, shotgun him in the face, and then he'd immediately go back into, whoa, I need to, hey, give me some covering fire. And I'm like, I can beat him, though. I can kill this guy before he recharges this shield. This doesn't make any sense.
He was recharging his shield so often in that fight.
Yeah.
Which was...
It's like, you need to get him to that phase 3 times, but when getting him to that phase is a single gunshot, it's like, what are we doing here? I'm literally hiding behind a wall this whole fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
not
fun.
So I see a little bit of the early signs of kind of the writing starting to lose a little bit. But I'm still enjoying it. I'm still feeling good. I still felt great about all the crew deck conversations.
Mm-hmm.
The lore drops in Thessia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was still a lot of great here. But I definitely am aware of a sense of maybe some losing steam.
Yes. Yeah. And that, to be very sad about it, that kind of doesn't stop. Now, the Leviathan and Shore Leave is supposed to be outstanding. They came out several months after the main game, so we are having like a fresh kind of one-off world-building break.
Love that.
2 world-building breaks, should I say. And then when we get into the finale of the game, it is just kind of a lot of like, what is happening here? Plots. One which is really huge is the finale that I'm really excited to speak to you about, because there is there are 2 theories, 2 video game storyline, not even video game, storyline conspiracy theories that I believe so heavily that I count them as canon. One is in Final Fantasy VIII, where Squall Leonhardt dies at the end of the first disc and the rest is a dream sequence. I will explain that at a later date. 2 is one that belongs in Mass Effect, the franchise of Mass Effect. It's a big fan conspiracy theory that I wholeheartedly believe, and we will talk about on our wrap-up of the Mass Effect franchise.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it has to do with a major rewrite happening, because this is when EA had bought the franchise and had bought BioWare. And the theory is that they had a storyline, and then because EA rushed them, they had to drop a bunch of it and then kind of wrap it all up and this third act is hit the hardest with this large wrap up of story. But I'm excited. I'm excited for us to talk about it.
I really can't wait to know what people are talking about. Like I can, like I said, I can kind of see a little bit of the early signs of some of the complaints, but I'm curious to see what it actually is.
Yeah,
because I've had such a great time with Mass Effect 3. It's been my favorite of the series. Up
by
till
a huge
now.
margin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are almost done with it, and then we're going to be able to talk just about the franchise and all the thoughts and feelings and everything about it before we go on to another game.
A mystery game. All right.
But
we'll see you
so much. Oh my god, no!
What?
Shit! I don't have a thing. I don't have a phrase. I don't have a quote from this bit. Oh my god. 1 second. Vamp for me.
Okay. So, next week, like Robin says, we're doing Leviathan. And hopefully no more personal disasters or trips or illnesses will get in the way of this, and we will just be back on track. Really excited, genuinely. I know that a lot of new people have joined the Discord. That's been really nice. If you want to join the Patreon, that would be even more nice. I'd love you so much if you supported the show. What do you got, Robin?
All right. Shepard's final line.
In the speech.
Oh, no. Final line on Horizon is, "I've had enough of this place," which is apparently just what Shepard says.
That is good too.
And it mirrors the fact that at the very end on the mission on Horizon in Mass Effect 2, Shepard says, "I've had enough of this colony." It's kind of a mirror back to 2 because this is back to Horizon. And I think I've had enough of this place. We'll just have to do for this week.
That works.
Okay.
That works very well.
Hey, gang. Thank you so much. Meet us back next week when we're doing the DLC Leviathan. So outrageously excited for Leviathan. I kind of know what the pitch of Leviathan is, and that is really, really exciting for me. However, my name is Robin. That has been Dillin. Until next time, I've had enough of this place.
I've had enough of this place.
Nice. Good. Good.
Good.
It works.